Hello, everyone. I say that, but I think it's only you here, Michael. But yeah, 2 days in a row. Oh my gosh. Practically a
All the
miracle.
world.
But yeah, I'm gonna do the next chapter quest in the story, the newest one. Not the interlude. I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna do this one.
Holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Yes, yes, that's nice riding. Alright, let's see whose ass we need to go kick. Because there usually involves us having to kick someone's ass. Again. Onwards! Ah, yes, the fortune tellers.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Indeed we are. And yes, the fortune tellers. Yes, they were already watching this yesterday.
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
Usually people do.
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander.
Who?
He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Say what now?
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
She's the address.
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Let me see this letter. I'm really curious who could have sent it.
Of course, here it is. All yours.
Deputy Portmaster.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Kaya? Kaya? It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormos on official business. I've been stopping by Jafar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side and this letter successfully reaches you, come to me then and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter. Your trusty buddy, Kaya. Trusty, I'm not sure. Buddy, I'm not sure. Kaya. Sure.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
This is definitely Kaya's style.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Very scheming indeed.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Wait, it's nighttime. Wait until the following afternoon. 16 to 18. That's a small window. That's nearly an entire day.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
There he is. Oi.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
If you say so.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
Uh-huh, very believable.
The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes.
X to doubt.
Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
How did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Perhaps.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh, the sass. I'm guessing you've been to Sumeru before?
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru all on your own, so you must be quite familiar with the place.
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
You don't have to go into great detail.
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in.
Flashback.
I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Andrea.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru.
Okay.
But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Speaking of Conria, how much do you know about it?
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
Oh. Wasn't expecting, Dainsleif to show up just now.
My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things.
Like?
This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic.
Ah, well, not many people are.
These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
Aya Albrecht.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
The shock on their faces.
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
From out of nowhere.
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Say feckin' what now?
Huh?
The Abyss Order?
What?
I'm with Paimon.
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes.
Do you?
You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing?
Not really, to be honest.
Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
I trust you.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
So you said that an Albrecht founded the Abyss Order?
Well, I suspect that they call your brother their prince, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if he was the founder, he'd be the king, right?
Makes sense. What do you plan to do here, in Sumeru?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Vaguely.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
You got a new lead?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something.
Like?
Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
All the way back then?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that he mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Are we waiting for the perfect moment?
No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Oh. Okay, sure, no problem.
Seriously?
Their faces. After he finishes his drink. An entire 1.3 clicks away. Oh, how convenient. It's not too far from the statue. Come on. Come on. Higher. Ah. Wait. Before update in Lower Kailuk are half-brothers? I always heard that Kaya was adopted. I need to look that up or something. But yeah, I always heard that, like, Kaya was adopted by, Diluc's family. And they were raised as, like, adopted brothers.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
How so?
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago, too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Alright, split up and look for clues.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane.
Enter the house.
Huh. So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either.
Okay.
What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
Okay. Some sort of box?
There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
You sure are going places with your paranoia.
Huh? This is a mirror.
A broken mirror?
It's broken too. Was this a makeup box?
It's just broken.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up. Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here.
Like what?
But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it...
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Oh, some slimes.
monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. It's surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters! I see everything.
Shine down!
The night is cold.
There is no escape!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them.
Perhaps.
A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then.
I guess.
Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
Running around, you float everywhere. Light the bonfire. Lower? Oh, that way. Alright. There's only one person for this job.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
You're easy to please.
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
Uh-huh.
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
You make my day every day. Not really, you're better than nothing, I guess. I'm not that mean.
Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your brother? The stars?
We'd gaze at the stars just like this, and we'd point at the planets we wanted to visit.
Wow.
We traveled through the universe, always by each other's side. We saw all manner of hope and despair. This is the first time we've ever been separated. If nothing else, I just want to know what happened.
Yeah. Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles! And you too, Teyvat!
Just you wait.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause If you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Thank you, Paimon.
Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
Well, this is a first. Paimon not going to bed before me?
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Good night, then.
Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
Okay, what is it loading?
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
Oh hey, he's back.
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you?
Probably?
All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Huh? Why are you going back into the forest? That's a first. You don't hear her voice lines often. How'd I sleep until morning? Why didn't Paimon wake me up? Where is Paimon? Dane coming over. Did Paimon go into the woods with him? Looks like it's just me here for now. Paimon, is that you? Alright. Alright, Cleve. Oh.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
You startled me.
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
I'm only here to look for my traveling companion.
Your travel companion? You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night?
Wait a second, his eyes!
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
You were nearby last night?
What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave.
Punch him! Punch him!
Well, what are you waiting for?
I think I'm better off waiting here for them to come back.
If you must. Suit yourself.
This guy's off his rocker.
I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please.
I'm no villain.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
May I join you?
You...
This guy.
Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand me?
Got it.
Come on then.
Alright, you ready with those explosives? Why do you keep a hilichurl at home?
Mind your own business. And don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from Conria, aren't you?
Huh? You know Conria? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Conria?
I've met others from there. Your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god, though I count some of them as my friends.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian.
Was?
I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
Sounds a little too black and white.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
What is the curse of immortality exactly?
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
Just like Dane. Why did some people turn into hilichurls while you were afflicted by this curse instead?
Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So, who is this hilichurl to you?
He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son.
Oh.
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now At least I can finally be close to him.
What happened to his mother?
She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
I know this must cause you great pain.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert.
What were you planning to do around here?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
Alright, I'll let him sleep. Where is he?
Over here.
A desk? What are you gonna use this
I'm
for?
sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind.
Recover his clarity of mind? Dane said the curse could not be undone. Is recovery really possible?
I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania.
You want us to head into the city and grab Nahida?
I believe that it might just work.
Where did you hear this?
I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
There must have been a reason why it was banned.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now?
Alright, don't get too worked up.
Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
Mushroom? Never seen a mushroom of this kind before.
Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
How convenient. Literally right there and right there. I picked some before.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, in that case, we have everything we need. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Okay. Alright. In case something goes wrong, you ready, Klee? Nameless taboo medicine. Strange mushrooms. Oh, there we go.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations. Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses.
Is it time to give Carrie Bear the medicine?
No, no! We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine.
And what would that be?
I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects. Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven.
I understand your reluctance.
Let's go. Bring the medicine with you.
Go to the nearby statue of the Seven. Alright, let's see if I can lock onto that point.
Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of Wisdom! Look at me! I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of Wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul. My son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you.
Oh, man, this is really tugging at my heartstrings. Why could Conria and the Seven not coexist in peace?
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
Things will get better. Wait. a second. Oh, special story mode. Okay. Because I noticed the borders were a bit close to where I am.
La la la.
Cory Bear?
Here goes nothing.
Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it.
Alright, cross your fingers.
Cory Bear, it's me. It's your father. Cory Bear.
Anything?
Cory Bear, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Cory Bear? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Cory Bear. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please.
It didn't work.
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment.
There might be other reasons it didn't work.
Other reasons? What do you mean?
Dosage too low? Full course of treatment?
Huh. You really think so?
You have to exhaust all options unless you're ready to give up on Carabear.
Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
That's the spirit. To have infinite time yet no hope can only be called torture.
Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible.
Where did you get those mushrooms from anyway?
I grow them in that field.
Like a crop?
The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Fine.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon.
Why that specific time?
I'll be here watching Cory Bear. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the mushrooms.
Got it.
Good. Then please head over when the time comes.
Time passes before you know it, 2 in the afternoon. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll be right back, you two. That's convenient. We're back.
Ah, you're back. Coribear's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water.
There you go.
I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand?
Your secret is safe with me.
Ah, good. I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but a moment to make.
After a while?
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Quietly now.
Ah, bitch.
Gotcha.
What happened? Was it monsters?
Yeah.
Thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to hide and wait until they were gone. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it. Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
Okay. Take two. The medicine's ready.
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
Still have Caribear.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again. And now, for the final step. Back to the Statue of the Seven.
Here we go again.
We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Coribear!
He left the house?
Oh no! He must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on! We have to catch up with him!
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Wait, is it below ground? He's just walking off.
That's not Cory Bear.
There's no silk scarf around his arm.
Right. Cory Bear's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son? This decrepit body of mine.
Still, this hill churl, there's something strange about it.
Ah, yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it be going?
Let's go have a look.
Yes. The more we know about hilly churls, the better. Did it go in here? Well, let's head in.
It just looks like the chasm. There's nothing in this direction but the chasm.
What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
What are those hill churls doing?
Huh. It looks like they're, worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out.
The air here, and this creepy scene, it's eerily familiar. I'm gonna follow these guys. Party setup? Oh, what am I gonna have to fight? Oh, okay. Raiden, Nahida. Where's Layla? Oh, chest. Hang on, while we're here, let's take a look. Okay.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
She speaks. Fight? Okay, okay.
Illusion shattered!
Well. Okay. Some simple fight. Another chest. Here we go. I guess we were down there earlier. Well, that's not ominous. Reminds me of something from Skyrim for a moment.
Not now.
Oh. Up here? Where does this one go?
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down, or gravity itself?
Oh. Oh, okay. And then I guess I head back through this door? Gotta start thinking in multiple dimensions here. Wait, I thought the door opened. Or was that a different door? Oh, another chest.
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Alright. Oh boy, deeper and deeper. Here we go. Is there water below me? There's no water below me. Oh boy, more of these creepy doors. Oh.
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
An Abyss Herald? Oh, it doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order.
Do you insist on an audience?
With who?
Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny.
What does that mean? What is that?
The night is cold. Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
Don't let up!
My guiding stars.
I don't have pyro! I don't have pyro!
Hey, the night is cold.
Oh, I don't have pyro. Oh, I don't have pyro.
There is no escape!
I see everything.
Oh, this is gonna take a while.
Not now.
Illusion shattered!
My guiding stars.
Shine down!
Hear the final prophecy.
Not now.
Good thing I have extra cryo absorption.
There is no escape!
My guiding stars. Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
Alright, at least I have a pattern. At least I have a pattern.
Allow me.
There is no escape!
The night is cold.
I can't activate the blooms!
Shine down!
Winter is
My guiding stars.
blood runs cold.
There is no escape!
The night is cold.
Conquers all. Desolation.
My guiding stars.
Now succumb.
Oh boy.
Who was that? He was.
I've seen similar characters before. Don't have clear. What'd you do to Jonesy? Well, I wasn't prepared to take on a cryo character.
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
Huh?
He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing.
Say what now?
And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
I just have lots of combat experience.
Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
I don't know if I can change my team right now. Is there another thing? I just hope it's not Cryo again. 'Cause that took a bit. If it's Electro, I think I can cancel it out with the Cryo from Layla, and maybe Nahida's Dendro. Oh, chest. Onward. These ruins are very ruiny. I only found the one save point, though. I only found the one save point earlier. I didn't notice any others. I understand these are rather... Okay. Oh, that looks familiar. Is there another thing?
I think we've made it to the end.
What is that thing? Wrapped in chains, hanging in midair, sinister aura. It's like the statue. The Grand Thief. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I vaguely remember that now. This place is bad news. We gotta go. Ida?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet?
Whose voice is that?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
A sinner?
You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies.
Alright, this is getting creepier and creepier.
Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
Who in the world are you? What do these words mean? The voice. It's gone. Ida?
What just happened?
Did you not hear the voice?
When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
Are you alright?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
You leave the ominous cave and return to Ida's house.
Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay.
Why are we back here?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be.
Meant to be?
For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
If you insist.
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
I did say that. Another dose of medicine is administered.
Kari Bear.
Wait, is it actually working?
Papa?
Kari Bear! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Kari Bear, my dear son!
I'm stunned.
You see? It worked! Kari Bear can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Kari Bear, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes! This is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Kari Bear? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world.
Oh no.
There's no more Conria here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I dead?
No, of course not. Look, Kari Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and, you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
It's unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption.
Wait a second. I think I realized something. I remember I was browsing through Twitter one day, and I saw, like, a small spoiler about this quest. It involved the traveler looking into that broken mirror and then seeing the siblings' reflection, their siblings' reflection in it. I didn't think much of it at the time. I think I know what's going on here now. What is transpiring right now is that event that Dainsliff was talking about earlier. He came here, he said something of significance happened here, but he can't quite remember it. This is that event. What's happening now isn't actually happening in the present time. This is the twins' memory, Ether's memory.
But the god we saw in that cave, now, that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the seven. That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down.
Wonder what Hilichurl looks like without their mask? Look it up. Is there an image? I don't know.
Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion? Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
There's a Reddit image. Is it official, though? That's the question. I only care if it's official. That was a sinner. But Ida, that was not a god. That was a sinner.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the seven worked a miracle like this before? Never. He is a god.
Oh, God damn it, my audio cut out. Hang on.
And yet you would call him a sinner.
Hang on.
Oh, preposterous.
Hang on. Okay. Wait.
No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Fine, go ahead. Experience deeply affected him. Not that he was particularly stable, but this religious fervor is something else. Better catch up with him anyway. Monsters everywhere. Can't stand by and let him fall into their hands. Enter the cavern again. Oh, God damn it. For whatever reason, my headphones are being a bit finicky. Something tells me I got a bad feeling about this. Go to the mysterious statue. Do I have to walk through that entire place? Hang on, Yolan's taller. I think she has slightly faster running speed.
Busted.
I did not hold click. Alright, Clee, we got some demolition work to do.
Dumpy Dumpty go! Hi-ya! Boom! La la la!
Wait, what happened?
No. Impossible. What happened?
But it was right here.
The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion?
We couldn't have both seen the exact same illusion.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again.
Let's just get back. You don't think there's an official image? A thread on Hoyle Lab? Few pictures, people made funny pictures.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
Alright, you take him back to the house. Loading. Loading.
Kari Bear? Where has he gone?
He's not in here.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here.
Maybe he ran off, but why?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
Then we have to find him first.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh no. Did he?
He took his mask off.
The mirror, it's broken!
Hasn't the mirror been broken this whole time? I think I'm right. I think I'm right. This is Aether's memories, and Lumine is somehow seeing them.
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it. If he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him.
What's this?
It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Kari Bear! Kari Bear! Where are you?
Looks like there's a group of people up ahead.
Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
This guy lost his son.
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Ida?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
Uh-oh.
You... Forest Ranger scum! You spawn of the Seven are all the same! I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Curry Bear!
They don't know... They don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the Forest Rangers!
Curse you all, Forest Rangers!
Stop it.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, Forest Rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
There's still hope.
Yes! Wonderful! Wonderful! Let's go! We have to find him!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
Nothing on Elemental site. Is that him? Oh, yep, that's him.
Curry Bear!
We found him.
Curry Bear, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Curry Bear, come back. It's time to go back. Curry Bear?
He's not responding.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Curry Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Something's not right with him. Oh.
Papa?
Curry Bear,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Curry Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
Do I have to fight him now? I kinda don't want to fight him.
I see.
Okay, thank God, I don't have to fight him.
I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense.
What happened? Did I faint? I remember Caribert taking his mask off, but then...
Ah, traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together.
Rejoice?
Wait, no. Why am I still calling you traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean, true identity?
I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar.
Clotar? Hang on a feckin' second. Now that's a name I feckin' recognize.
Clotar Alberich.
I swear to God, Clotar. I'm pretty sure that's the name of one of the Abyss Herald Lecter dudes that showed up in one of the quests. I swear to God.
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call us Sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah, I am positive now. It's the power of the Abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
What happened to Caribert?
That is no business of yours. A sinner, yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew.
What do you mean?
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
You're right about this being from the Abyss.
Sinister. Dangerous. Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the Abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Prince of Conria.
What did he just call me?
This is the moment I was mentioning earlier.
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
This is Ether's memories.
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick! Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious?
That is an entire story there, Dainsleif.
I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
The founder of the Abyss Order, Alberich. What happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberich?
Yes!
After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
My brother ultimately sided with him, didn't
You
he?
could say that. He wouldn't be the Abyss Order's prince otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I have a story to tell you.
So you saw his memories from centuries ago through your own eyes. It all but defies belief.
I was right. I was right.
Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time.
Caribert was the Loom of Fate?
And it seems closely connected to Clothar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your brother never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that he decided to go down this path?
I also wish that I could know what he thought about all of this. One thing is clear. This was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
Yes. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something I need to check.
What is it?
I need to know what lies buried in this field.
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
After some time, you and Dainsel discovered
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
Who was buried here? We're done. You can open your eyes now.
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand.
That's Caribert.
But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here?
Wait, a silk scarf? Oh wait, Caribert kind of exploded from abyss energy. I think the bones of that man belong to Clothar Albrecht? But then... What about... It said, what about the woman? Was that his wife? The lady? Or... But no, he said he lost track of her.
What? That's impossible. Unless Clothar Alberic finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did.
This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know?
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
He? He who?
Who's he?
The voice I heard? Oh, that creepy voice, the sinner dude.
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
It was just a memory. It all happened...
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
A sinner.
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh?
Oh, Paimon, one more thing.
What is it?
I missed you.
Huh?
That was one hell of a lore drop. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. My god. Recall memories relate to your kin. Create the medicine that will bring hope. Witness the miracle granted by the sinner. Complete Caribert. Okay, I'm gonna do my check-in real quick. Oh, didn't check in today yet. Alright, how many primos do I got? Not enough for a pull.
Totoko, where are you?
Abyss Herald, Frostfall. Some of its attacks decrease the stamina of characters while dealing damage against them. Oh yeah, that thing.
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
It said there was a male and female skeleton. Can I interact with anything? I can sit. No, that's it. I'm gonna sit down. That was feckin' heavy. Yeah. Oh my god. Some feckin' lore drops right there. Who is this sinner character? Where did they come from? Why was Aether called a Prince of Conria? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, that's all of them. I've never done any of these quests. And quite frankly, I've seen a few of them being done on streams I've watched, but they don't seem quite as impactful as the story quests. Where did they go? Where did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I don't think Cotton Eye Joe has anything to do with this. Alright. From one story quest to another. Hang on, I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Where? This way. I cannot shortcut this way. This way. Here we go.
I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking. Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
I see.
Sorry I can't help this time.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade.
Okay.
But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a Kabuki Mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabuki Mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yeah.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow! Did I get lucky!
Lucky?
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the Government Records Office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Everyone's going missing. Or went missing, rather. Could it be?
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Indeed I have.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
Ah, yes.
Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget?
Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, seriously.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Dun, dun, dun.
A puppet?
The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be... It couldn't be her. The Balladeer. What was he doing 400 years ago to Tarasuna?
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut.
No! Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, there's the yokai, the kitsune. Oh boy, that's quite a bit of text. It's like I'm back in college again. Alright, I'll try my best to quickly go through here. Man arrived to Tarasuna. From afar, spied laborers walking along mountain roads toward the factories. Walk like people convince, raging might extract it from gems beyond price. Mood, ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. Cheerful greeting, sprinted to join the procession. Towering character who stood half a head taller than him. Greeted him. Sir Miyazaki returned trip here from Inazuma City. Miyazaki's Katsuragi Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? There was some, naturally. Blah blah blah. A young man dressed in a linen shirt, wearing a headscarf. The forge. Unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard. On his face he wore a smile. Workshop was huge. The furnace was deeper within. The Watcher was Niwa, armory officer administrator of Tarasuna, born to the Niwa clan. Well-bundled text. Elders of your clan, the city, do not think highly of our plan, yet I still believe it to be worth a try. Procured the materials you requested. New forging techniques. Forging a precise and difficult undertaking, you know this better than most. You seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. How goes the forging of your lord's great blade? Blah blah. Someone came nearby. Young man. Someone came by, blah blah blah. The Kabuki Mono was by the coast. Description of the scenery. What the hell? Some weird thing happened with this fishing ship, fishing boat, the Kabuki Mono. What is going on? Things go ill at the furnace. Sir Niwa, no trace of him. Sir Miyazaki may never return. 10 people had already perished. First to set sail. Second ship, followed by a third and a fourth. Neo was gone, none could find him. If I was just reading this by myself, I probably would go into more detail, but considering this is a stream...
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
by the 9. Belongs to a series of works, blah blah blah, author, abstract. Tarasuna area, always been a major pillar of smithing industry. 2 incidents have occurred here. Details behind the first are vague. Hidden history defined events that transpired. 5-hour stream? Oh god. I don't think it's gonna go on for that long. Introduction. Continues expansive work of mentor Mr. Rumi. Report on happily hidden tales of Tarasuna. Blade forging techniques. Originally handed down from the Electro Archon. Strange rumors do not quite fit the steely nature of metalwork. Linger about Tarasuna. Mikoshi and Niwa clans along with an eccentric puppet. Strange notes from the Tarasuna area. Content as follows. Discovered a nameless eccentric while patrolling around Nazuchi Beach. Jade steel ingots. Blah blah blah. We at last made a single Nagamaki. Performed a sword dance with that wandering eccentric. We could not find that eccentric. Flew into a rage, slashed Katsuragi. The great blade cut deep into the flesh. Cast his own Nagamaki into the furnace's flame? Died that night. Hid the Nagamaki and drawing within the arsenal. Oh god, now I remember. I wanted to unlock that one weapon blueprint from Katara Suna, but it required shenanigans. Divided the arsenal key into 3 parts. Now I'm remembering this. Oh god. 1 for the inspector, 1 for the armory officer, 1 to be left into Tarasuna itself to prevent theft. Hide the 3 pieces within treasure chests into Tarasuna. Blah blah blah. Strange rumors. Many rumors revolved around the yokai. A puppet did once appear in Tatarasuna. Its visage was elegant, its apparel impeccable, and the way it dressed hid all the joint lines on its body. It would be hard to tell. Special joint lines that would fade with time, potentially even disappearing altogether, which would perhaps eventually make the puppet seem entirely human. Nameless eccentric, Kabuki Mono, Armory Officer Niwa, Vice Armory Officer, Inspector, the subordinate.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
A turf war? What?
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Sounds more like a novel.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you to it.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay!
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Yeah.
After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
And there he goes. What's wrong?
Hey, did you see that?
Oh, god
Over
damn.
there. It looked like...
God damn these headphones. Is it working?
The balladeer!
Nope, I still can't hear
No,
anything.
it
Hang on.
can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Alright. Okie doke, here we go.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up?
Punch him.
I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Alright, maybe don't kill him, but give him a slap.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me.
That's saying something.
So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
And what if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him! I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
So far, Nahida, best Archon. Seriously, she's done more for us than any of the others. I mean, we had to fight the right Shogun. Zhongli is Zhongli, and Venti's a drunk.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it. Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help? I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Glad to be able to help.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Okay.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Yep, there he is.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous.
Successful, you say?
I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Understood.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy, it's unbearable.
No need for all the biting sarcasm.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure. Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
Different than what I imagined.
Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so... say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
I'm assuming don't touch
These
that.
sapling things have spread out.
Huh?
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Okay, do not touch. Got it.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
This is the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through it.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint. The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui? First Akaba and Sawada's stories, now this. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do. Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join. Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
I'm guessing you don't want us to disturb the Balladeer. Why do they not have Lumine voice her lines? Why do we have to read it?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
I keep thinking Lumine's hair is longer than it is, mainly because of the sides here. But her hair is actually kind of short. Relatively short.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand.
You ask yourself that every day, why we have to read the Traveler's lines. I mean, it's not like she doesn't have lines. If you go into her character screen, she has like a lot of lines talking about the various things that you encounter in the game. But very few lines are actually voiced in the cutscenes.
Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Is it about his past, the betrayals, and other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Party's DI.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today. Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else. Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon. Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that? If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabukimono and so on, yes. I know about all of that. Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
You tell Nahida about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone. So the Gesse got it right?
The Gesse got it right.
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
Looks like he found something.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's what? It seems like he recognizes what's happening.
Whoa!
Oh. Looks like we're going in.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place, like a giant village. People are gainfully employed, their lives have purpose, they are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma, and it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
Oh, it seems he suspects something.
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, that's creepy.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Yeah, I mean, he was mega creepy earlier.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
He's gonna kill him.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Ah, yes, this Becker.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
I knew it. I recognized that bitch-ass voice.
The Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
Ah, man, if only the Shogun was here.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa And I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity.
Oh, that camera angle.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Quite the revelation there.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore! Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident.
But why did we see things from his perspective? When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
This betrayal was a lie that he's believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of the Dottore's experiment? I refuse to call him by that name. If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination. But where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay, let's go over there.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions. Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up? Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected,
but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now we know what was behind his decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dotori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Oh, okay. It just said wait a while.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed? ...
Not unexpected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
What?
You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Such as?
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
Summoning? Summoning?
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time.
Royal mage, huh?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
That smile.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Prepare to start slapping.
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to know? Next week's lotto numbers?
Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head?
You trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Wait, why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
Wait, look, did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Greater Lord Ruka Devata. I think by
So
not-
long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
I did not click. I did not click. That message went away immediately.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
We have to stop him.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
Bit late for that.
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Not seeing anything.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Yep.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Copy that loud and clear. Over and out.
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
We tried our best.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Okay. Looks like we're getting out of there.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Rugadevata, and the Balladier's question was a strange one. I guess it's hard to explain in full. The truth might be very distressing. I'll skip the part about Greater Lord Rugadevata and focus on the Balladeer.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
Unless you got a time machine.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Oh, Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
You okay?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what that situation would look like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the writing Gokuden. Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Does this mean they'll disappear?
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? ... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
She's just listing everything.
And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Oh, also Adeptus Temptation. Golden shrimp balls. Triple layered consomme. Lotus seed and bird egg soup. And...
Does she go on all night? Paimon? What's wrong?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the Balladeer that you started listing foods.
The Balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name, though.
It seems his plan worked. Dun dun dun! Paimon doesn't remember the Balladeer. That must mean he actually pulled it off. How did he have that ability? Doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing.
So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
If this is really happening, I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Now's not the time to explain. Talk to Amenoma Togo. An entire 7 kilometers away. Oh. Get this first. Investigate the memories, blah blah blah. I'm gonna call it here. It's been 3 hours now. Ugh. And that's enough lore drop for one day. My god. Quit game. Yes. Hang on. I just thought of something. I never said that. I never said that. Although, one thing does occur to me now. Kaya said his last name was Albric, like Clothar. But I thought that Caribert died. So how did the bloodline continue? Wait, did Clothar have any other kids? Caribert was his illegitimate son, but did he have a legitimate son or not? It just occurred to me just now. Like, did he have legitimate children? Because Kaya said his last name was Albric. And Dainsliff said, you know, that had to have meant that he descended from Clothar. But if he had any other children, he certainly didn't mention it. Unless Clothar had siblings or something. Maybe, like, Clothar was Kaya's great something uncle and not, like, his great something grandfather. You know? But yeah. Enough conspiracy theories for one day. Alright, I think... Yeah. I'm calling it here. The last thing I want to do is go down another feckin' rabbit hole. Alright, let me see who's on. Let's go rate Chica. She's playing Diablo 4 right now. Okay, I guess I'll have to wait through a ad first. Raid channel. Chica. There we go. Start raid. Okay, well, yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope you all had fun. I know I did. But yeah, remember to... Thanks for stopping by. Thank you to anyone watching the VOD. And as always, thank you to those fortune tellers watching this yesterday. Or whatever point in the past. But yeah, remember to take care of yourselves, hydrate, rest up, and all that good stuff. And... peace!